Hello everyone and welcome to Ballads and Bards Bookhouse's YouTube channel. I am CA Watts and today I am walking you through an Ingram Spark upload. So we specifically use our Ingram Spark for paperbacks only, as it gets external distribution to over 39,000 retailers all over the world, but we leave Amazon out and we upload directly to them because it makes your content available immediately for purchase. Whereas if you allow Ingram Spark to distribute through Amazon, while they will, on Amazon's end, it will say that they are temporarily out of stock of your book, or it will take 3 to 4 weeks or sometimes months delivery. So by uploading to both, then you're getting Ingram distributing to many different channels, and you are also getting your ebooks distributed by Draft to Digital and Google Books and Smashbooks, as by uploading directly to Google and Smashwords, not only are you getting it out there to more channels, but they're paying you directly for uploading to them when it comes to royalties. And when it comes to the royalties Draft to Digital takes, they only take 10% of ebooks, as opposed to Amazon and Ingram, who can take between 30 and 60%. So we are going into add title on our Ingram account. Now, as you can see, we have the print and ebook for $49, print book only for $49, ebook only for $25. Now we're going print book only simply because, again, we do not distribute our ebooks through Ingram Spark for the sake of maximizing royalties. And the price we don't pay because we are an ally member. So one small annual fee and all of our ebook and print book, all of our print book uploads and revision fees are all waived. So we will we will submit our files later. It's just going to say that all of our files are ready, just because I need to be able to show you guys exactly what is available. So we must have a print jacket and or cover, which is the spread, including the front, spine, and back in a PDF, and the interior in a PDF. We would like to print, distribute, and sell, and continue. Our title, Matara. Language is English. Jumping into here, we have to go back to our identifiers here in Thorpe Boca, because we have been working with the ebook ISBN and now we need the paperback ISBN. Remembering that every single format your book comes in must have its own ISBN. And here at Ballads and Bards, we always make sure that we buy our own. So we have a paperback and an ebook for a bunch of our books. And then we will look into hardcovers and audiobooks as well. And for each of those formats, for all of the books we do, they will also need their own ISBN. So author and contributor. So I am C.A. Watts. Adding a contributor, you can see that there are all different kinds. How you choose to credit them is entirely up to you. It's always the decent thing to do to make sure that you attribute credit to the people who work on your book. So our cover design, Kozakura. I'm incredible artist. And there are, of course, many more, but for the sake of speeding things along, we're just going to skip down. So our imprint is our publisher, which is Ballads and Bards Book House. Our subjects, those are essentially our BZAC codes. So find subjects, and we, again, are typing in fantasy. We are scrolling down to young adult into the general column. Going to go back into find, and we're now doing action. Scrolling down to young adult, action and adventure, general. Now we tried to search up for some other subjects that might fit Matara, but nothing stands out. So we have to select our audience. Now, based on what you choose here, that will determine what codes and subjects that you can use up here. So because we have young adult here, we have to choose young adult here. Now, the age range, we just max it out, really. Title description. Some placeholder information for the sake of shifting things along. You obviously want the most detailed information you can, so your customers, the people reading your book, are aware of exactly what your story is about, so they know whether or not it will be for them. Now, keywords, these work exactly the same way as the tags on Smashwords, or all of the keywords that we were putting into Draft to Digital, the same keywords that we put into Amazon KDP uploads. So these are all search terms that people may be putting in that will lead your book to pop up. So if that is the case, we are looking for, ocean, or we need semicolons in between. So ocean, mermaids, Kalia, which is octopus, Triarchus, which are shark people, naiads, sisters. I have been using commas. Need to make sure that you are following every instruction, so reading everything through thoroughly, because you don't want to get stuck because of a mistake like using commas instead of semicolons when they've asked. Sisters, twins, Ventura, Valeria, as a throwback to previous books and what it's looked like. It says the text must be at least 200 characters long. So Varogan Ranger return. After finding the second mirror, Varogan Ranger, joined by Elva, are on the hunt for the second heart of Ventura. Find themselves in Matara, an underwater world filled with beautiful people and under attack by an evil force. 270 characters. Perfect. Okay. Continue. Oh, I have not chosen my publishing rights. Yes, I own the copyright or hold the necessary copyright. Now, it asks you, does your title include someone's name, the name of a famous company or brand without the license from the owner, include anything that's trademarked, includes pictures copied and pasted from the web without the owner's permission, includes the work of someone other than yourself where you don't have the license or the owner's permission, or include any misleading cover images that could lead someone to buy the title thinking it was something else. So no, none of our works contain any of that. We create all original content here, and the content that we do not ourselves make, that's designed by freelancers such as my beautiful cover designer Kozakura, we are crediting everywhere, and we own full rights for commercial use to that. So continue again. Now we need to choose our trim size. This is the size of your book. All of our books, we have the 5x5 by 8.5. We use black and white interior on white paper. It is going to be a paperback, which is perfect bound. The cover finish is going to be gloss. Always, when you are uploading a paperback book, make sure that you order a single copy of every single book that you upload, because you never know how it's going to turn out. And I always like to change it. So I'll order a gloss, and then I'll get back into here and I'll put it at matte, and I'll reorder another one to see which type of cover looks better, because some covers look better in gloss and some covers look better in matte. And until they're delivered and you can physically see it in your hand, you just don't know which one is going to be more aesthetically pleasing to a reader. But as a heavy reader myself, I definitely know what I prefer once I see it. So page count, the market, here is where you're putting in all of your retail prices. So let's just say $10.99. It will then populate all of the different nice, neat prices for you. Here, it's giving you a wholesale discount. So this pretty much means that when a big store purchases your book, if they are going to buy a number of copies, then they're wanting a wholesaler discount. And if you use 55% off or other, you're choosing to give them that much discount on each copy based on the prices you've put here. So instead of $11 per copy, if you set your wholesale discount at 50%, then they would be paying $5.50 for each copy instead of $11. Now, in the return column, if they can't return them, pretty much it means that they are out money, they're not happy about it, which means retailers are pretty much not going to purchase your book, particularly if you're a newer author, if you're not giving them the option to return them. So if yes, deliver, then they're going to send them back to you. If yes, and destroy them, then they simply destroy those books. But in either case, the royalties you made off of those sales, you have to pay back. So pretty much if you don't select yes, it's highly unlikely you will have major book chains pick up your books. But you always have to be aware that they can then take that money back if they so choose. So accepting all prices. Enable look inside in this book, so that means they can see a few pages of the first. Large text editions should be formatted using specific considerations. All of the books we print are always printed in size 14 font, which automatically makes it a large text. And right to left content, you only select that if it's like a manga or a manhwa where you read it backwards. Well, backwards from a Western point of view, because obviously that's forwards if you're in like Japan or Korea, because that's the way those kinds of books are read. The publication date we have decided as the 10th of December so far. Oh, it's wanting us to put in all of these different figures. So let's just put in any random answers for the sake of continuing. Here is where we upload our different pieces. So I'm just going to upload Valeria for now, just for the sake of continuing on, because I would hate to not be able to show you guys a full completed upload. So it's going to put in the interior, it's going to put in the cover, and then upon completion, and once you've submitted everything, then it's going to go to a physical person who's going to review your files. And once you have reviewed your files, they're going to send you an email link that asks you to download and approve your book. In order to approve your book, you'll need to download it, check it. It will then upload to your Ingram account, and it will ask you to confirm that you are in fact happy with the files. So yes, by approving that you are happy with those files and that you are approving exactly how it looks from those files, then that is when it will be enabled for distribution. So by approving that you're happy with exactly the way the book looks, then you are able to purchase an author copy to get a physical print copy to see what it looks like. And from there, you are able to get it officially released for purchase, and it will be sent off to all manner of book retailers where they will start appearing in their catalogs. So particularly with online retailers such as Barnes & Noble and Booktopia here in Australia, they will automatically appear in those catalogs as your ISBN becomes available to them. Now, some people say it can only take a couple of days. I was waiting almost 2 weeks before Valeria finally started appearing as available for pre-order in paperback. The ebooks seem to happen fairly rapidly within that 3 to 5 days, but it took a couple of weeks for the paperbacks. So if you're concerned that you are not getting your paperbacks available to your readers, just be patient. It will kick in eventually, I promise. So here we have our payment. Here I'll put in my Ally promo code, and that will negate that payment expectation. And from there, all I do is hit submit, because this proceed to payment button will turn into submit once I have a $0 amount owing from the promo code. And that is when it is sent for revision. And after that, it is just a waiting game to hear back that my file is ready for approval. So that is all there is to Ingram Spark uploads. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Feel the spark.